Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Network Merchandise Shop. Check out our large assortment of logo merch and our lifestyle collection as well. Just head over to abvnetwork.com and click on shop. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
May the 4th be with you. Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we mail it in for May the 4th. My name is Miss Beka Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Ryan Thompson, Heidi Fosnot, and Nate Weinecker.
Hey gang, what's up?
Howdy.
Hey. So yeah, we've got a fun show today. We're mailing it in. It's actually the first of 2 days that we're mailing it in. So May the 4th, I had to make a Beka show though, because she's a Star Wars fan. So it made some sense to, on May the 4th, to have that as the day she's mailing it in with me. And then tomorrow I'll be mailing it in with MacLeod for Cinco de Mayo. So fun stuff, 2 days of mailing it in. This one, I've got small talk here. I want to find out what you guys think is the best Star Wars movie. You can only name one. You can only name one. Now, not give us the reason why the 10 other ones that you like are good. You can only name one. What is it going to be? We're going to say Beka for last because I think she's the biggest fan in the group here. I don't know for sure. Maybe I don't know everyone as well as I do Beka, but maybe. And I'll go first. I think that The Empire Strikes Back, the second in this series, the second that was ever released. I know that they've changed things where they have the prequels and now they consider I'm talking about the second movie that was ever made. The first one was good, but they really hit their stride with that second one. And that's why the third one was such a disappointment because it was a turd. But that second movie with with Luke, I am your father, all that stuff. There were so many iconic moments. And we got to see Jabba and Princess Leia in that bikini and, as a prisoner and stuff. There's just, to me, the iconic stuff comes from that second movie. As great as the first one was, we probably think that's the best one, but I think number 2 was actually the best of the series. What do you guys think? What's the best one from Star Wars?
I'm going 1979 Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, there you go.
That's where I'm at. I got to. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan.
Right.
I haven't seen any of the latest movies over the last 15,
You're not
20
missing
years.
out on anything, my friend. Yeah.
So I've seen the first 3 and that was it. Yeah. And I got to go the 1979 Empire Strikes Back. Just a classic.
Yeah,
a classic.
Right. Yeah, Ryan and I have both said the same thing. Heidi, what do you think?
So I would say that's the second best one for me.
Okay.
I honestly, like, The Last Jedi, I think topped it. But I love Empire Strikes Back. I love the originals, but The Last Jedi for me was probably my favorite. Okay.
Yeah, well, we can't question that because we're asking what your personal favorite is. So, no matter how wrong we think that is, Ryan and I think it's the wrong thing. We have to respect that because it's your personal choice. Nate, how about you?
It's Empire Strikes Back. No question about it. I will say I was a big Star Wars fan as a kid. What was the name of that character? Jobo Banks or something like that. After they started having the other ones with the crazy character.
Oh yeah.
That shit drove
Jar Binks, yeah.
I couldn't handle that after that.
That was added in for like the children, which was
stupid. Yeah.
That ruined it. It ruined the movies, pretty much any of those. But Empire Strikes Back, epic. I will say this though, if it's not a movie, but The Mandalorian, the last episode of The Mandalorian, and I know I'm doing a spoiler here, so if you were waiting 10 years to watch those episodes or whatever, when Luke Skywalker comes back and rescues the Mandalorians on that ship and had his moments of kind of the Darth Vader moment, and was just
it's moments of doubt and pain. Is the
man? I had a couple tears in my eyes to see Luke Skywalker in his prime, just chopping through the not the stormtroopers, the Death Troopers or whatever they were called, dude. It was just so that is if you haven't seen it. Dark Troopers. Thank you, Beka. Sorry, did I say Death Trooper? Death Supers? Supers?
I don't know. You
said Death Troopers
You
at one
just
point.
said letters, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought you said Death Strippers at first. I'm like,
Death
wait,
Strippers.
Wow.
They sound fun.
Luke Skywalker. Yeah, that was the Luke Skywalker from Two Live Crew. Are we talking about that Luke Skywalker?
Right.
All right, Beka. What is the definitive one? Do you think? What's the best one in the series?
Well, I am going to go with, and it shouldn't be a surprise, apparently, to most of you, but Emperor Strikes Back.
Oh, wow.
I do actually feel that that's one of the best ones. I do think that you're wrong, Steve, with saying that Return of the Jedi is a flop and sucks. I think that one is also fantastic.
Again, they have the thing that plays the little kids in there. They're playing, it's
the Ewoks?
The Ewoks, yeah.
I love the Ewoks. They're fantastic.
They're put in there for the 9-year-olds.
No, the one scene where the one, like, the clear, like, wife or brother or something like that, the significant other dies next to him and they go, "Ah." It's fucking sad. And then they, like, take over and, like, they help out. I like that. I like the Ewoks. I always like the Ewoks, but it is definitely like Leia in the whole slave gear and the entire everything that happens on Hoth with all the snow and ice and all that stuff.
Oh yeah,
absolutely fantastic. You really see, so you see everything just start to really like come to life with like Han and Leia, and that's when they're inside of the meteorite, where there's a big worm that comes out and everything. I mean, I think that's just the real spark of like everyone likes the first one, but like the second is just, it grabs you into the entire series, and that's where you really want to see what's going to happen throughout the rest of the time on all of it.
All right.
So
that's 9 total, is that right?
That's why I like The Last Jedi, because it ties everything in.
No,
I'm
sorry. That's terrible.
No,
I personally will have to argue on that one, Heidi.
Yeah.
I think that the last ones that they did,
mismanagement question.
They did try to clean up the 8th one by having the 9th one and made it seem like the 8th one never even fucking happened. And so like they did try to regroup in the very last one and like fix all the fuck ups they had in the 8th. And they really tried to make the 9th one at least like bearable.
Let's make this bearable.
Bearable.
Yes, they like literally it was them just trying so hard. Like they're like, we need to at least make it so people are not so as mad as they were at us at the 8th one. But I think that they really cleaned up the entire mess by having the Mandalorian. And then some people bitched about the Book of Boba. I liked it. And then Obi-Wan Kenobi comes out on the 20. Let me see what it is. The release date for Obi-Wan Kenobi is going to be May 27th, which is very exciting. It's a completely different director than any of the Mandalorian stuff, so no Jon Favreau on those. But I think it should. I think it's gonna be really, really good. So I'm absolutely fucking pumped about the release.
So what do you think about the whole Luke and coming into play with Grogu and Baby Baby Yoda,
like
and everything
in Book of Boba?
Yeah,
I appreciate it. I also I more so kind of appreciate the fact that they had like a YouTuber like come in and like save the day on like how to make it so that the face swaps on things actually looked more real, so that it does look a lot better. I'm a little bit like I understand what they're doing there, so I'm not mad about it. It's just kind of interesting, but we'll see what happens. And also, I don't think that people should discredit a lot of the cartoon ones, like the Clone Wars, and also the Bad Batch was another cartoon one that they did that I thought was really, really good. That just helped you see more behind the what happened outside of the main character stuff. So I think that if you actually like Star Wars, you should watch all of them. I've never watched the Lego ones, but I
You need to put that on the to-do.
So Bad Batch is the next one that I'm getting ready to watch.
Watch the Bad Batch. I think that it's actually really good. It's not a child cartoon thing to watch. Like it's actually really good. I really like the Bad Batch.
I will not do the Lego one.
No.
But
Clone Wars is not Lego. Clone Wars is also good. It's just it's extensively long, but it does like you get to find out everything that was going on. So.
Okay.
So I look forward to every year. Every year I look forward to May 4th. Even when I was with Total, like we did a whole thing where we all dressed up and everything like that. And, for the day, and you dress up as your favorite character from Star Wars. So this year we had it all planned at work and we were all going to dress up. And I was asked to be, or I was kind of promoted and asked to be a trainer. And then I find out that Tuesday and Wednesday, I have to be in Chicago for meetings.
Oh.
So I asked the other two people that I know that are going if they wanted to dress up for May the 4th be with you, and that I'd get hoodies and I'd get t-shirts and stuff like that for them. And so they're finally in on it. They're going to do it with me, but I don't know if they'll actually show up with the stuff on.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, all three may get fired, so that's how that's going to go. Business meeting, and they show up like that, and they'll be like, we got some wackadoodles here. We're going to get rid of them. So it makes our job easy. So yes.
We're all about.
It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Ryan. He looks like he's reaching for something there. He's got something in mind. What do you got there?
Well, I think I just got to do a good old 10th Mountain Bourbon.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Back bar there. So,
all right.
You guys ready?
Yep. Okay. That's our lead. Barely audible, but that's our lead. Let's see if I've got these new riff ones are terrible. Second pop on forward. First one's okay. This is Bourbon's Bistro picks of new riff. Let's see if Ryan can keep the lead here. So let's see. Here we go. Yeah, I'm going to say Ryan
about as weak as mine.
I'm going to say Ryan kept the lead. Mine was sloshy at the end. There was a lot working against it there. So
I kind of feel bad keeping the lead on that, but okay.
Ryan's got the lead still. So all right. Next
I'll
up,
enjoy it while I can.
Next up is Heidi. Or Heidi's gone.
Sorry, Barley is trying to play and just nailed me.
Okay. Oh, geez.
I'm just going to go with some makers.
Okay.
Nothing.
Oh, poor form. Ryan, you still got the lead. 3 in and you've got the lead. Beka, you're next.
Better than I usually do.
I've just got another sample.
Ryan, you're going to have the lead through 4.
Yes, I've just got another sample here that I shared with Nate of our stuff.
Okay. All right. Last but not least, Nate, you are between Ryan and what I believe could be his first victory. But you still got you to get through. What do you got?
Is Ryan going to talk during my bottle thing again?
Yeah, of course. It worked last time.
Zip it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ryan. He got you. It
that
wasn't
got
great.
Me, that little squeak.
Yeah, it wasn't great, but that was enough. That was enough.
A squeak.
It was a squeak. There was a squeak there, but
this is the first ever Larceny barrel proof single barrel that they did. I think for a festival actually. But
nice. Very cool. Well, congratulations to Nate and cheers, gang.
Cheers,
Nate.
Steve. That is not an end of the night pour.
Yeah, I've been drinking it already. You didn't see that.
I don't know, Steve.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break. And then when we come back, I've got a couple more questions for the gang. They're Star Wars focused. We don't have to talk all Star Wars, though. When we mail it in, we can talk about whatever we want, but I'll kick it off after the break with a couple Star Wars things. We'll do that in just a few. Hello, this is Steve Akeley of the ABV Network. Let's talk about the people who make this show happen. First up is Leatherwood Distillery in Pleasant View, Tennessee. Company founder Andy Lang started distilling as a hobby while serving his country as an elite Green Beret. Andy distilled all over the world during his time in the military and brought this passion back to him in the U.S. when he returned home. A visit to Leatherwood combines Andy Lang's unique distilled spirits and a museum of artifacts from his time serving the U.S. Share a drink with a fallen soldier at their bar where you can grab an acrylic bio off the wall that celebrates the individuals who gave the ultimate sacrifice to protect his or her country. They will also ship their distilled spirits directly to you, so check them out at leatherwooddistillery.com. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent visits to Kentucky. Today, he's leading the way for young distillers making their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery combines family history, a look at what makes their products unique, and of course, a tasting through their whiskeys, moonshines, and creams. Check them out at neelyfamilydistillery.com and visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
Hi, this is Rick Brenner, and you are listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Shouldn't it be the legend?
Maybe.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. It is May the 4th.
Yes, it is. So, my first question is, who is your favorite main character? And I'm not going to qualify that. That's going to be up to you to define what a main character, and then the second one will be a minor character. We're just talking main character first, though. So who is your favorite main character of all time? Ryan, we're going to start with you.
I got to go with the tried and true Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker.
You can't argue against that, can you?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Can.
It could be.
No,
It could be. It could be
Luke.
unanimous if everyone picks Luke Skywalker. As
Based
Heidi
on the look
says,
of Beka Sue, it's not going to be unanimous.
Anonymous. Yeah, yeah. Heidi, what do you think? Who's the best main character?
Chewy.
Chewie. Okay, there you go. That's a fun choice for sure. Nate, what do you think?
Well, after they ruined Luke Skywalker in Star Wars, the newest movies, and made him look like a hermit wuss on some island.
Yeah, mine is based off of the first three when I was a kid, and I haven't watched any since, so I don't know what happened.
You were right, Ryan. You absolutely have the right character after the first three, like no question. They ruined him in the rest of the movies. I'm going to go with a tried and true, consistent character, always does his job, never complains. R2D2.
R2D2.
R2D2 is just a pure character. Yeah.
Okay. We're saving Beka for last. She's our in-house Star Wars expert, at least on the shows tonight for sure. I don't know if there's anybody else that would be more in tune with her. I don't think so, but so she's definitely the expert tonight. I'm going to go, which I think this is the one character that if you take this character out of it, you don't even have a series. I think the rest of them could be replaced, and there's different things you could do, storylines you could develop. But I think Darth Vader is the character that made Star Wars. You got to have the bad guy.
I agree. That's not a bad.
He was a great bad guy. Yeah. I mean,
really.
Yeah.
I mean, really, if you look at it, it is an entire, as all of them, it's all just about Anakin /
right.
Darth Vader. It's the beginning of being a good person, converting into a bad person, and then flipping back into
legacy and the whole thing. Yeah.
And then being like turning back into a good person and trying to turn his life back around.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren kind of ruined him too. So yeah, I mean, let's just get real. All the good characters in Star Wars were gloriously ruined by future movies. So even
I'm surprised no one said Yoda.
Yoda. I'm
surprised Yoda wasn't out there. Okay.
What do we think is the best minor character? Again, these are people or characters with very little.
Ask me who my favorite was?
Well, I thought I did.
No, I just said that. Yes, it's a very good character.
I thought you were saying
he was.
I thought that was your
right.
Yeah, that was like a 4-hour no answer.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he was right. I just said it makes sense. That is a very good character, Steve.
Okay.
But my favorite character is Han Solo.
Yeah, that's a good one. We all said different ones. And yeah,
it's Han Solo. That is the best fucking character. That is the person that carries through with all the comedy, follows through with saving everyone's fucking ass every second of the fucking day. Everyone wants to be a dumbass, and Han saves them time after time.
Yeah.
And he gets killed unceremoniously, or whatever I'm trying to say.
Hey, he gets
killed in that stupid scene. It was the worst thing ever. That's what I'm telling you, Beka. Yeah, by that total wuss.
I don't count those.
You got killed by that wuss. It was the worst thing ever. They killed my hero too.
Nate, we
all my
need to
heroes
not even count those 3 movies. With how we're thinking tonight, we need to discount all those movies, not even talk about them. We need to talk about the first 6 because those are the ones that actually fucking
disgusting. It was disgusting.
It was horrible. It was horrendous.
All right, best minor character. Again, small amount of screen time. In my mind, I'm struggling with 2 of them. I'll probably go with my childhood favorite, but we'll see. We'll see. What do you guys want to say? Nate, we're going to start with you. Favorite minor character?
Favorite minor character? Jabba Hutt.
Okay, that's a good one.
I think that's the Hutts. And
it's memorable. Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty funny character. Yeah.
All right. All right. How about you, Ryan?
It's not one character; it's a group of characters. But I got to go with the Ewoks.
Ewoks.
Yeah, I mean, how can you? They're the cutest little things. Some of them have some bad attitudes. Some have some good attitudes. Either way, they're still cute nonetheless. You got to love the Ewoks. You just want to kind of go up and pinch their cheeks and give them a big hug. So
yeah. Okay. All right, Heidi.
So I've been drinking a little, and I was like, the baby Chewbacca's, but then you said the Ewoks. So we're good. Ewoks.
You're with me, Heidi. I like it. Thank you. Yep.
Yeah. To me, the greatest minor character, and I know he got more screen time later on, but when we're talking about the early ones, and I think I'm the only one who lived this stuff. I mean, in 1977, I was 9 years old. I was in line to go to the first movie. It was a huge thing for me, and I went to all 3 of them, and it was exciting. It was an exciting time. I love those movies. And I had all the action figures and all that. But to me, the early one, that Boba Fett, it was a minor character, and a lot of people, didn't even know who he was. He was not in there enough, but he was a character that was really important that people gravitated towards, and his action figures were highly coveted amongst my friends. And there was other people like, was he in the movie? I don't remember him. And but yeah, I think Boba Fett is one of those great characters with a small amount of screen time in the originals that really made a name for himself. So yeah, there's another one in the newer ones that, but I'm going to let Beka say first. I don't want to.
I was going to say, great. What's the next topic of conversation then?
No, Becca's got to answer. Otherwise I get chewed out. Yeah.
I'm teasing, Beka Sue. I'm teasing.
The Rancor.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what that is.
He's in.
I don't know.
You don't.
That's Jabba the Hutt's pet.
Yes, the pet.
Oh yeah.
Jabba the Hutt. He's down there. Luke kills him, and then it gets very sad because you're like, oh, Luke, oh God, no, not there. Oh, you're gonna get killed. And then he kills him, and the gate lands on him, and he goes. And then the guy comes over and he's like, oh, and he's so sad about his Rancor. And then you're like, oh God, maybe I liked the Rancor a lot more than I thought I did.
To me, it was like that was watching the Muppet Show. That was definitely.
I don't give a shit, Steve. Yeah. How long ago was it?
I don't know. It was a long
It was
time
forever ago when that came out.
Yeah.
So yes, it's going to be a Muppet Show. It doesn't matter. It was. I loved the Rancor. I fucking love the Rancor. I thought that he was fantastic.
Yeah. I think the other one that didn't get a vote that should have is Darth Maul. I mean, what when you're watching him in that movie, you're thinking this is going to be the greatest character. It's very ominous. He's tracking them and stuff like that. And you're thinking, man,
the music
killed in this big fight scene.
The music when they're building up to that fight scene is one of the most Duel of the Fates. Epic. Yeah, that's the name of it. Is Duel of the Fates, and it is actually like gives you anxiety while you're
right.
You're like, holy shit, what is going to happen? And then all of a sudden, people are dying, and you're like, I don't know what's going to happen, and it gets very exciting. And
then he's got all those moves and stuff. Yeah,
he's cut in half. Fantastic.
Yeah. This falls down the shaft. Yeah. So.
What about Greedo? Remember that Greedo thing?
Oh yeah, Greedo. Yeah.
Greedo. Solo. Shoots him in the dick.
Yeah. It was a great scene. Great scene.
That was a
With
great
Han
scene.
Solo, who's the best character once again.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So there you go. That's so the Star Wars ones. How many of these movies have you seen? I've seen 6. I saw the first 3, and then I was excited when they came back, and I didn't like the other 3 that they made, and I've never watched anything else beyond that. Ryan, how about you? How many? You said you just saw the first 3,
I've
right?
seen the first 3, and that's it.
Okay.
I haven't seen any of the latest and greatest ones at all.
You haven't seen you haven't seen the first, I should say, first 6, kind of.
Right? No, just the first 3 from like what 79 to 84, whenever they came out.
Colleen looks a lot different now.
Yeah.
I'm like, who's the bald guy walking behind you?
It's getting a little weird here.
That's JB. JB just got back to the house. You can come make an appearance if you'd like. He just got done working a little event, so
he's made 2 appearances. So
Yeah. And strolling by. Yeah. There you go. Nate, how many of these movies have you seen?
I've seen them all. Fortunately, yeah.
Have
Will
you
you
seen all
continue
the
to watch
sub
this?
movies, Nate?
Yeah.
I've seen I've seen bits and pieces of some of the cartoons.
So what about Solo or Rebel One or
Yes.
Yeah.
okay?
Yes.
And like the new one, the Obi-Wan, the one that Beka was talking about.
I'm excited. I'm very
You gonna go
excited.
see that?
for that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very excited for that.
Boba
Right.
Fett and Mandalorian you've seen.
Yeah, and Boba Fett, it started out super slow, but I thought it was all right. It was
I
all right.
liked it.
Yeah, the one
I
thing
liked
that really got me was when they brought in the little hipsters with their glow bikes, and then I was like, why do they always fuck up these movies or these shows? There's always something
Why?
they do to mess it up every time.
Why
Like,
did they do
just-
the hipsters?
You you know what I'm talking about. They brought them in. It was just so unnecessary.
I agree. That was the absolute worst thing that they did was because I was like, this is great. I'm loving it. The flashbacks to him with the sand people.
The
And it
sand
was like
people, that was unbelievable.
fantastic.
See them,
It was all great. And I like his sidekick. Like, she's fantastic. I was like, this is great.
Awesome.
And then all of a sudden,
Wait. You guys are questioning why they brought in the hipsters.
I know why they did it, but it
It's
just
on
ruins it.
Disney. It's
Yeah,
Disney.
it ruins every movie.
it ruined it. And I was trying so hard to not be fucking angry about it.
I was angry about it.
I was so mad about it.
Yeah, it was bad. But the other stuff was pretty cool. I will say, though, The Mandalorian was fun. The Mandalorian was kind of a fun movie, or TV show. I know it's a series, I guess. You call it a series. But,
It was good.
I mean, to see the little baby Yoda, I know that's not what it wasn't really it's from the same species, but it's, I'm telling you, when Luke Skywalker came at the end of that episode, it was the shit. There was my heart
Going.
and this, Ryan, you need to see it, because if that's your hero, it was his hero moment that they never gave him, that they cheated him out of so many times.
fair enough.
It was his hero moment where he was like, I'm the baddest Jedi on the fucking planet, and I'm here. And he came in and just took everybody out in seconds.
I would say that Ryan is in the best situation out of all of us right now, where he's not seen a lot of these other ones, and so he should just jump right on into Mandalorian and watch that.
I agree.
And then he should jump right on into Book of Boba, although the stupid hipsters ruin some things. But I think that he should watch those two, because if you haven't seen all the other shit that makes you angry, I think that jumping into Mandalorian would make you so happy, especially with Luke Skywalker, like you said. And then Book of Boba is just cool, seeing the background of Boba Fett.
And the Sand People was awesome,
But,
too. That was cool.
but the whole thing with tying in Book of Boba with Mandalorian, and they have Luke in both.
Which is
and
great.
so it's you're kind of like, okay, what's going on with Book of Boba? And then you're into it. And then all of a sudden it kind of flips and they go into this other side of it. And so it kind of reels you in, because Mandalorian's coming out with another episode, but you're going to have to do Obi-Wan first.
Yeah.
Right.
But the thing about The Mandalorian and the Book of Bubba is it was at the time when Luke Skywalker was in his prime.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the thing. So he's out there in the galaxy while these shows are going on in the timeline. He's out there just whooping people's asses.
I just like how they tie it in together.
Watch those ones, Ryan, because then you'll be happy. Do not watch the final, the 7, 8, 9. Do not watch that at all ever in your life. You'll be mad, angry. You'll hate it. You can watch the first 3 or technically
prequels.
The prequels, you can watch those and be like, oh, that was interesting.
Annoying, but yeah.
I would just roll right on into Mandalorian and Book of Boba and then Obi-Wan.
Agree.
Ryan.
Sir.
Should they continue the Star Wars sagas, or is it time to just move on?
I think enough is enough.
Exactly. Stick a fork in it. It's overdone.
I think so. They've milked it for all it's worth.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Let's enjoy what we got, but it's time to move on.
Yeah. You begin to chip away at the good stuff that they did because the new stuff is so bad. It's like the Rocky movie. I mean, the original Rocky, when that came out, greatest movie ever. And now it's like the whole series, you feel like it's kind of a joke because they just kept going and going and going.
Although Rocky 4 with Drago was pretty epic, Steve. I mean,
at the time, yes.
War, man, that was pretty epic.
Cold War, when of course the one with Mr. T. I mean, you get excited about these things. Those were fun, but it's just they kept going for too long. And First Blood, the Rambo movies. Rambo movie when it came out, I was like, holy cow, that's a great movie. Yeah. And then it's like Rambo. When you think of it now, it's kind of a caricature.
Have you seen Last Blood lately?
Oh God, no! I'm sure it does. None of it holds up.
Have you seen it in general?
No, I haven't seen it. No.
It is the bloodiest of all of the Rambo movies.
Really?
It is horrifically bloody.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Like horrific. Like I can understand being like, okay, our storyline sucks, so let's just make this the most horrifying thing to watch. Well,
it wasn't that shocking for us that at those times, slasher movies. I feel like movies are not what they used to be. When the old Friday the 13th and stuff like that, I would watch. Those were gory, and I don't know if they do movies like that anymore. I don't know. Was that a good thing or a bad thing? Fuck, I don't know. I'm not going to watch them either way at this point. But at the time, I was into that stuff. Man, that would be must go to movies when a new Freddy movie was out or Jason movie. You have to go see that at the theater.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah,
Heidi, Star Wars, keep it going, or this thing's done.
No, I say keep it going.
Yeah, okay,
keep it going.
All right.
I like how they're.
We're going to give Nate the power here because we're going to go to Beka next. Yeah. Okay. So it's 2-1. Beka, keep Star Wars going or just end this thing already?
It depends.
Oh no.
On where they go with it.
It's only going to get worse. Let's say that.
If they do, well, it depends on who the director is. You saw that Jon Favreau really did a great thing with Mandalorian. I think he did great with that. The guys that tried to save the 8th installment did not do a bad job. They just had a lot of fucking cleaning up to do with the 9th movie. Depending on the directors, if they did like prequel stuff, or they went back to like when there was actually lots of Jedi and there was more Sith and stuff there's only 2 Sith, whatever. But if they went back when like everything kind of started and there was all like kind of the like way back when kind of things, okay. I think that they could do something really cool with that.
All of that being said, they need to
stop with the current characters that they have.
Okay.
They need to stop expanding on that. All
of this being said, we do know that that's a very difficult thing. To bring a franchise back, to make it better. It's actually very few where any sort of sequel's better or as good as the first. I mean, The Godfather, the Empire Strikes Back. There's very few so to talk about, to be able to bring back a whole series is tough. So that being said, if you were the one making the call, do we keep going with this thing or do we just end this now and keep the legacy of what we've done? Beka, what's your call?
I'd put out Obi-Wan and maybe call it quits unless I knew for sure that it could be a really big hit if I did way back when series.
Okay. Put out Obi-Wan and then just see what happens. And Nate, what do you think? Should they end this thing or keep this thing going?
I think they should blow it up like the Death Star.
Yeah.
Good answer, Nate. Good answer.
Yeah. We need can someone else come up with another sci-fi series that's cool that we don't have to keep coming up with all this crazy stuff, figuring out ways to keep this thing going. And, I
think it's all about Vikings now, Steve. I'm sorry, but
Vikings,
my Viking shows, man.
Viking shows. Okay.
They're
I agree
big
with
these
you.
days.
Yeah. Okay.
It's all about Loki.
Vikings. So there you go. All right. Well, there you go. A special edition of the Bourbon Daily at the May the 4th edition. We pretty much kept to the Star Wars talk. So we could have, veered from that if we wanted, but we stuck to it. I think it was a good show.
No distillery's ever done a Star Wars whiskey yet. They haven't co-branded with anybody.
No. I think that'd be tough.
Disney's probably all about whiskey. Yeah.
Yeah. Now Disney would be all over that. I think it would be tough. They would probably.
You would have to do a pick on May 4th, so you could do May the 4th with you.
Yeah. Yeah, you could do something like that, perhaps. But
Becca, do it. Do it, Becca.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. Well, she's thinking. We'll see. All right, Ryan, where can people find you?
Across all socials at 10th MTN Whiskey with an E, online at 10thwhiskey.com.
All right, Nate.
That's 5280 Whiskey on Instagram, and I am in the Mile High City, Denver, Colorado.
Okay, Heidi.
You can find me on Instagram as Heller_BarrelBabe, or you can find me on Facebook as Heidi Topol Eller, or in my basement drinking bourbon.
Okay. Miss Beka Sue.
Miss Beka Sue, you'll find me. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
All right. For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. That's more dedicated to my writing. If you want to learn more about the company, the podcasts and the blogs and everything that we do, or shop, it's at abvnetwork.com. That's a good one to check out. And then, of course, check out ABV Barrel Shop, because that is where single barrels live. abvbarrelshop.com. Check it out. Miss Beka Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right, great job today, gang. For artists, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. We'll be mailing it in for Cinco de Mayo. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Cheers.
Bye.
Hey, guys.
Bye.
May the 4th be with you.
Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening, and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.